I Know What You Did Last Summer, which released in theaters on July 18, 2025, just made me even more excited for an upcoming horror movie that will be produced by Jordan Peele. Even though some divisive story decisions have led to many negative reviews for I Know What You Did Last Summer, the cast of the movie is surprisingly great. Admittedly, it takes some time to get used to some of the cast members in the new slasher movie. This is because several of the characters in I Know What You Did Last Summer are very entitled. Madeline Klein's Danica and Tyreek Withers' Teddy, in particular, can be quite off-putting at first. However, by the end of I Know What You Did Last Summer, I loved both of these characters. Klein and Withers both delivered incredible performances, making Danica and Teddy the most entertaining characters in the film. Klein is already very popular thanks to her roles in Outer Banks and Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, but not a lot of people have heard of Withers. Thankfully, Withers is a standout in I Know What You Did Last Summer, making me so excited for the upcoming horror film him. Tyreek Withers steals the show in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Withers ensures that Teddy is very likable. At the beginning of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Withers' Teddy is engaged to Danica. It is quickly established that Teddy comes from a rich family. In fact, Teddy's father is actually the real estate developer who transformed Southport into the Hamptons of the South after the 1997 murder spree, which took the lives of characters like Helen Shivers and Barry Cox. Since he grew up rich and his father is one of the most important people in Southport, Teddy is very entitled. At the start of the movie, Teddy believes that he can do anything he wants, which leads to him foolishly standing in the middle of the road on Reaper's Curve. This results in Sam Cooper veering off the road and his car falling off the cliff, which kills him. Using his money and influence, Teddy's father covers up the group's involvement in Sam Cooper's death. Initially, Teddy seems unbothered when the core group in I Know What You Did Last Summer agrees to never mention the accident again. However, 1 year later, it is revealed that Teddy spiraled out of control after that night. This eventually resulted in Teddy and Danica calling off their engagement. While this is obviously awful for Teddy, it actually makes his character much more relatable. He clearly can't cope with the guilt that well, and essentially becomes a recluse. When he does eventually rejoin with the rest of the group, Teddy also serves as a comedic relief character. Throughout the movie, Withers delivers several hilarious lines and is arguably the most entertaining character in I Know What You Did Last Summer. If he had been played by another actor, Teddy could have remained an unrelatable, annoying character, but Withers is a delight to watch in the slasher movie. Therefore, after this performance, I can't wait to see Withers play the lead in him. Tyreek Withers' next horror movie is him. Withers will play a football prodigy in him. Tyreek Withers in him. Withers will next star in him, which will release in theaters on September 19, 2025, just 2 months after I Know What You Did Last Summer. In the sports horror movie, Withers will play Cameron Cade, an up-and-coming football player who is invited to train with an older quarterback, Isaiah White, who has led a dynasty team for many years. In the film, Cameron will be desperate to prove himself to Isaiah, who will be played by Marlon Wayans. While Cameron is eager to establish himself as one of the best football players in the world, the trailer for him teases that he will have to sacrifice everything to do so. Based on the trailer, it seems like him will explore the dark side of fame, ambition, and power. The trailer doesn't reveal too much about the plot of the movie, but it's clear things will take a horrifying turn as Cameron trains at Isaiah's isolated compound. It seems like Isaiah could potentially be involved in some kind of satanic cult, which will definitely provide a lot of scares. Since Withers stole the show as a supporting character in I Know What You Did Last Summer, I fully expect him to deliver an incredible performance as the lead in him. The horror movie could end up being remembered as Withers' breakout role as a leading man, which is exciting. Obviously, it's also exciting that him is produced by Peele, who has become a respected figure in the horror community after directing Get Out, Us, and Nope. Based on the creative team behind the film and the talent in front of the camera, it seems like him could be a major hit. Therefore, after both I Know What You Did Last Summer and the upcoming him, Withers will definitely be an actor to watch out for.